It's 7:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Animal rights groups say the punishment handed down to Curry Curry puppy killer Nathan Thompson is sufficient. The 25-year-old will spend a non-parole period of 12 months behind bars following the shocking case of animal cruelty earlier this year. The RSPCA says the case is a clear reminder for people to be vigilant and report any instances of suspected animal cruelty. Gang Squad police say they've smashed a large drug lab operating in the Hunter Valley. Acting on information, officers raided a property on Commission Road in the Howes Valley last week. Joanne Elliott from Police Headquarters says detectives found an active secret drug lab on the property,
including 6 litres of an amphetamine-type substance, more than 50 kilograms of precursor chemicals, and a 40-litre custom-made reaction vessel. Now, 2 men, a 46-year-old man that police allege is a senior member of the Nomads Outlaw Motorcycle Gang, and a 41-year-old man who's alleged to be a senior member of the Lone Wolf Outlaw Motorcycle Gang were arrested at the property.
Fair Work Australia is investigating claims hundreds of Newcastle and Hunter Valley polling booth workers still haven't been paid. The No Land Tax Party promised to pay booth workers $30 an hour to hand out how to vote material at the state election. However, more than a month after polling day, workers are saying all they're getting from party officials is excuses. The No Land Tax Party failed to win a seat in either the lower or upper house of state parliament, meaning it couldn't recoup its election expenses. Lake Macquarie Council and Juvenile Justice New South Wales are getting young offenders to clean up the streets with their graffiti hotspot program. The program has young offenders spray paint over graffiti and plant trees in the Gateshead community as a means of rehabilitation. Social and Community Planning Coordinator Stephen McAllister says the program is having great success.
The program, it's been going on for about 5 years now. It's a partnership with Juvenile Justice, and what it involves is the Juvenile Justice, they have some crews that go out, crews of some young offenders, and they go out and they clean up graffiti in identified areas where it's a problem. There's been probably hundreds of areas that have cleaned up over the past 5 years.
Economists believe Hunter home buyers will be in for some good news today. Most are saying interest rates are likely to fall to an all-time low of 2% when the Reserve Bank Board meets this afternoon. Poor economic growth and lagging business confidence are expected to influence the decision. St Francis Xavier's College, Hamilton, will see a multi-million-dollar trade training centre open this morning by Senator Arthur Sinodinos. The centre will offer students courses which contribute to their HSC while allowing them to gain industry skills which will assist their transition into the working world. It will focus on skill shortage industries such as hospitality and construction. Lyndall Neville from the Catholic Schools Office says they've received $6.8 million in federal funding.
The funding is basically spread across the Catholic schools in the Newcastle area. So that includes St Francis Xavier College, St Paul's at Borrigal, and also the 3 7 to 10 schools, St Clemente at Mayfield, St Pius at Adamstown, and St Mary's at Gateshead.
Now with sport, Emily Crow.
Sydney Swans coach John Longmire will have a difficult decision to make this week as to whether he plays the Hunters' Isaac Heaney or Swans veteran Adam Goodes on the weekend. Heaney, who turns 19 today, is returning from an ankle injury suffered in the Swans' match against Fremantle in round 4. The decision is expected to be made later this week ahead of the team's match against the Melbourne Demons on Saturday. Newcastle Knights back rower Beau Scott will return from injury this week ahead of the Knights match against Manly on the weekend. The enforcer was sidelined for a month with an ankle injury, missing 4 club games and the opportunity to play in the representative round. Scott says it's always disappointing to miss out, but he's used the time to gain new perspective on the game.
Oh, you always want to represent country or Australia at any chance you get given, but injuries are part of the game, I guess, and I guess sitting at home and watching it gives you another perspective on it, and enjoyed sitting at home with the family for a couple of days as well.
Meanwhile, Manly Sea Eagles utility Willie Mason is expected to have some words for his former Newcastle teammates when the clubs face off at Brookvale Oval on Sunday. That's sport. I'm Emily Crow.
To NURFM News Time 26 to 8.